It's Java Gab with Jordan, here to perk up your day. It's Java Gab with Jordan, start your week the a cappella way.
Good morning and welcome to Java and Gab with Jordan. Surprise, surprise, I'm Jordan. And this is your Monday morning a cappella boost just to get everything flowing and working for you. I have my beautiful coffee with me, and wherever you're joining us from, you know the drill. I want to know where you're tuning in from. So, as you're joining in, write your name, show me where you're coming in from this morning, maybe what you're drinking. I have my nice coffee going. Absolutely. And we have a really cool show for you today. We have a wonderful guest that we're going to be bringing on in just a little bit. And I'm really excited to dig in. There's some great stories, great music. It's what it's all about, isn't it? Good morning, Jen, all the way from Vancouver. You're up early. It's great that you could join us this morning. This is fantastic. Where else are you tuning in from? I'd love to know. Just throw it in the comments and we'll get going. I just wanted to kind of start off today. I like to start off with a little bit of positivity. I don't know about you, but I actually do some daily affirmations in the morning, and I love just saying those aloud, and they kind of really start my day on a positive. And I do this every day, not just on Mondays, but maybe especially on Mondays. We could use it. Well, hello, Sue, all the way from Woodstock. It is great to have you here this morning. Fantastic. So a little bit of positivity to start your Monday morning. And this is a quote that I found that I absolutely love. Attitude is a choice. Happiness is a choice. Optimism is a choice. Kindness is a choice. Giving is a choice. Respect is a choice. Whatever choices you make, choose wisely. I think that's a fantastic quote to kind of get us going. Good morning from Dundas. Julia, it's great to see you again this morning. Fantastic. Oh, look at this. Linda Jensen, good morning from Prince Albert, Saskatchewan. Fantastic. Oh, I love this. This is fantastic. People signing in from all over the place. We're getting things moving and grooving. As always, to kind of just set the tone and to get things loosened up, I have a few things for you, but I actually have to start off on a bit of a serious note. I went to the doctor the other day. You still have to do your checkups, and it's good to do. And my doctor advised me that I need to stop drinking coffee. This is going to be a really big change. I mean, it's called Java and Gab with Jordan. This is going to be a big change for me because I'll tell you, I've been with that doctor for the last 10 years. I'm kidding. I'm not stopping drinking coffee, and I didn't go to the doctor. It's all good. But another little dad jokes. What comes before part B? Do you know what comes before part B? Party! We had a party last night. There's a few of you I see that joined in last night. We had a sing-along going, just getting people engaged in the community, having lots of fun, which was fantastic. It was fantastic. So thank you so much for those who chimed in and joined in. It was great. We had a great time, and hopefully I'm going to do more of those. So as kind of the weeks progress, especially right now, I think some of us have those winter blues. We can't get out the same way we could. Let's at least sing. Let's get some singing on, which is fantastic. If you're just joining in, this is Java and Gab with Jordan. I'm Jordan, and welcome. And feel free when you're signing on, let us know where you're chiming in from. We have people all across Canada right now, which is fantastic. Probably in a little bit, I can see more and more people signing on. We're going to have people from over the world, across the world, which is fantastic. If you're a huge fan of Sing, one of the things that we've been talking about is Sing Radio, a fantastic way for you to get your a cappella fix. And you can listen to this Friday through Sunday. Dylan and Suba have been putting together and curating some incredible music, Canadian artists, or music by Canadians. And it's just a fantastic way to enjoy. And you can find this on Acaville Radio, which, by the way, really cool to listen to anyway, because they're always playing a cappella music. Fantastic. And you can also find this on Maple Music. So check it out. You can dig in with Dylan and Suba. In addition, if you haven't yet, you have to see them on Fridays. They do free play Fridays, which is just wonderful. A way for you to enjoy, be part of a really cool community. So check that out on Facebook. You can enjoy their performances. They sing together. They do looping. It's really, really cool and a wonderful way to get your fix. And that's Friday afternoons. And there's a whole bunch of replays as well that you can enjoy, which is great. As I said, if you're just signing on, this is Java and Gab with Jordan. And in just a moment, I'm going to invite a wonderful guest on who is just a real force to be reckoned with in the Canadian music scene and of course, the Canadian a cappella scene. So Aaron Jensen is an award-winning and Toronto-based composer, producer, performer, and clinician. And his works have been performed and recorded by several Juno and Grammy award-winning artists. Just that alone, that alone would be pretty amazing, but it's not that alone. He's actually right now developing a full concert program of some of his original work, which will be premiered in Tokyo by Countermeasure. And we're going to be talking a lot about Countermeasure today and the New Japan Philharmonic Orchestra in May of 2021. And he's also the musical director and producer and band leader and composer for CBC's television Schitt's Creek for these final four seasons. And if that wasn't enough, that could be enough. In 2011, he was awarded the grand prize for the best jazz composition by the International John Lennon Songwriting Competition. And in addition, as I said, he's also a performer, and he's performed all around the world, vocal ensembles with Cadence, Countermeasure, Retrocity, The Watch. And he is the artistic and musical director of Countermeasure. And we're going to be talking, as I said, a lot about Countermeasure today and just some of the amazing, amazing work that he's done. But let's start off. Don't take my word for it. Listen to a little clip here. Maybe. Here we go. Let's try this one more time. This is all the fun part about being virtual. You never know what's going to happen. Here we go. Well, Aaron, we got to see you on stage, but we didn't get to see the whole clip because it keeps cutting out a little bit. But that was a bit of carry away with yourself and Countermeasure. And can you hear me?
Oh, sorry, I can't hear you at the moment.
You can't hear me?
No, I can't for some reason.
All right. Well, let's see what's going on and see what we can do here. I want you to be able to hear me. That would be important. How about now? Any difference for you? No?
I'm sorry. Hello. I don't know if you can hear me.
I can hear you perfectly.
Oh, good.
That's really funny. Give me 1 second, Aaron. All right. Well, this is funny. I can hear Aaron perfectly. He can't hear me. Let's try this one more time here. Any chance you can hear me now? No? Are your headphones are plugged in?
No, I'm sorry. I
All right. Well, what I'm going to do, I'm going to message Aaron and and come back in. Because sometimes this works. I'm going to message him to sign out and come back in the meantime. And hopefully we'll be able to get a little bit of Carry Away going on for you. Let's see if we can get this going.
Whenever the rain falls, I hear your name, and I remember the way the friends, they felt like home again, like a wave of yesterday's crashing to the shores. I close my eyes and I'm carried away.
So that was just a little snippet of Carry Away. That's Countermeasure, and of course, Aaron Jensen singing in the solo there. And as I said earlier, what a just amazing force to be reckoned with. Just an incredible singer and performer, incredible composer and arranger. And in just a moment, we'll get Aaron back in the studio here, and we'll be able to jump in and have some fun. In the meantime, while we're doing that, can you hear me? Can you hear what's going on? This would be important, I think. Oh, hello, Paula from Kingston. It is great to see you. Fantastic. Oh, yeah. Hey, the video clip worked. Yes, absolutely. Yay. And what a sound indeed. Countermeasure is a fantastic group. And I believe they're celebrating their 10th anniversary this year as an organization, which is fantastic. And they've been wowing audiences all over the place. I have a few friends that perform in the group, and they've been, the travels that they've had as an organization and the music that they're bringing is just incredible. Eduardo from Brazil, welcome. It's fantastic that you are with us this morning. Thank you so much for chiming in. That's fantastic. And it sounds like people are hearing this, which is great. So hopefully in just a moment or two, we'll get Aaron back in the studio, and we could chat a little bit more with him, because but while we're doing that, actually, do any of you, some of you probably know Aaron and maybe know some of the work that Aaron has done. Do you have any questions that you want to ask? I know some of the things that I want to ask are some of his favorite moments. And I know for me, as a performer, I've had some of the most amazing performances and experiences, which have been really, truly wonderful. So for me, I think of, I had the opportunity to go to China a while back when I was with the Toronto Northern Lights. And we actually did a trip where we went to the Great Wall of China, and we got to sing kind of at the foot of, it's huge, right? We understand that. It's like kilometers and kilometers and kilometers long, but got to sing at the foot of one of the places. And it was, what an awe-inspiring experience to sing and to see the steps up all the way to the top of the wall. And it was just incredible. I know that some of you probably have some amazing musical moments as well. And if you have some amazing musical moments, things that really have inspired you, I'd love to know. I'd love to learn about those things. So feel free to chat. Throw it in the chat. We want to know about your experiences too, because that's fantastic. That's what it's all about. And in the meantime, I also want to play a clip of Hold On. So this is one of the newest releases that Countermeasure has done recently. And this new release has been just fantastic. It's garnered so much interest. And I want to talk to Aaron a little bit about it as well, because the background behind the song is powerful. And I find that it really applies to me too, as a father, and as a having young children in particular, and kind of navigating the world. So I'm going to share that with you. Hopefully when that's finished, we'll have Aaron back. But here's a little clip of Countermeasure's Hold On with soloist Quinn. This is incredible. Enjoy. Let's try one more time. Well, it doesn't seem like that that things are working well this morning, and I think a lot of it has to do with just so much bandwidth going on right now. People chiming into different things and tuning into school, virtual school. We found this last week. We had a little bit of just some connection stuff that wasn't as tight. So I'm going to see if we can do it one more time, because I really want you to enjoy some of Hold On, and I've really enjoyed it myself. I know we're going to throw it in the chat so you can link to that, but you really want to be checking out Countermeasure. They have been representing Toronto and Canada on the global scale. And again, just a phenomenal group. Give me one more time here. Well, I think that some of this technology has definitely got the best of us this morning. I don't know what's happening, but you know what? This happens sometimes. For those of us who have been online for a while, and I know many of you are like that, with your organizations or things you're with, that this has been a very interesting time, I think, for all of us. Some days it works just perfectly. Other days, well, you have to roll with the punches, right? But I do want to take the time and talk about Countermeasure, because I think that is important, and specifically, they basically recently were digging into a concept album where they were working with basically different soloists, vocal soloists, some instrumentalists. And it's called Guest Sessions. And my understanding from chatting with Aaron a little bit before is that they're actually in the process of looking at a second Guest Sessions with some instrumentalists around the world, and possibly some amazing surprises in there. In fact, some that we can't even talk about yet, which is fantastic. I love those. And one of the cool things, I was chatting with Hold On because I said it really spoke to me. And the song was actually written in 2019 for Guest Sessions album, and it was premiered live at the Tiffany Hall in Sumida, Tokyo, Japan, and back in August of 2019. But what's interesting is that the video, and you have to check out the video, it kind of depicts a young family at home, and it kind of shows how some of the images that we see on the news, some of the unfortunately terrible things that are ongoing and conflicts can kind of affect our everyday life, and specifically a mother and children. And so I kind of think of that the same with me. Like, I have two young girls at home, and how the world and the news is affecting us, right? And maybe how it affects them, but also this idea of hold on, right? You need to hold on to those values and those wonderful things that we all value so much and are so important. And one of the things I love in the video is how it just depicts it and makes it like a real music video. So one of the cool things I've enjoyed about Countermeasure's more recent release videos, we're so used to seeing those heads in boxes, and I'm part of that. I'm part of that revolution of getting more people engaged in singing. But when you watch this, they are like music videos, professional music videos, and it tells a deep story, and I'm totally into that. Like this to me is what it's all about, is telling a story through music, but they're also telling that story through the visuals of it. And truly, I think the big takeaway right now is that the message of Hold On is just more relevant now more than ever. When this was originally written, you have to think back to August 2019. We didn't really know what was going to happen. And now, amidst all this chaos and upheaval, we can find some strength in ourselves and our relationships. So as I said, what's next for Countermeasure? Well, they are going to be looking at volume 2 of guest sessions, which is awesome. And they're going to be doing some tours. My understanding is that they have Saskatchewan and Japan on the docket in 2022, and to perform at Carnegie Hall this summer, provided, crossing fingers, that they're able to, because obviously we know things are still up in the air, but there's hope on the horizon, which is fantastic. So please, if you have the chance, check out Countermeasure. Phenomenal group, and just really enjoy some of the music that they're producing and that they're sharing with the world. I want to thank you today for chiming in with us on Java Gab with Jordan. I promise that we will have Aaron back, and we will figure out what the heck went wrong and make sure that we can get him back and join us for a future week on Sing to talk about some of his amazing work. Specifically, something that's really cool that I'd love to share with you. Aaron has written so many compositions over the years, and one of those things is a musical. And there was a podcast called Bite Size Broadway in New York City, and they've decided to basically pick up and do this, perform this musical that he's written and composed, and he is I think that's going to be happening like next week or in future weeks. So really check this out. But if you want to find Aaron and find out some of the great things that he's doing, aaronjensen.ca, you can check that out. And I know that you can find out some of the great work that he has done and is doing. And of course, if you want to check out Countermeasure, head over to countermeasuremusic.com. But of course, they're on Facebook and Insta and on all of the socials, and join in, and you can like them and follow them. But I'm sure you can find all of that information on countermeasuremusic.com. You have to check them out. Thanks so much for chiming in today and tuning in for Java and Gab. You know what? I had a little game that I was going to play with Aaron, and I'm wondering if I can play it with you, with all of you. So I have this game called This or That, and I wanted to do a breakfast edition. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say this or that, and I want to see what you pick in the Paula. Absolutely, we can hold on. Absolutely. All right, so I want to talk about this or that little game. Okay, so here's the first thing. I have oatmeal almost every day for breakfast, so that's my thing. But do you call it oatmeal or porridge? Oatmeal or porridge? Which one do you call it? Dun, dun. It changes in our household, I have to say. So as a heads up, I call it oatmeal. My wife calls it porridge. I don't know if it's more English to call it porridge, but I call it oatmeal. She calls it porridge. What do you call it? This or that? I'm getting some oatmeals, a couple votes for oatmeal, and I'm getting one for porridge here. Look at that, oatmeal. You know what? There's a lot more oatmeal. Who knew? Who knew? All right. This or that. I just finished my oatmeal just minutes ago. Sue, yes, yes. Yeah, absolutely. Good Scottish fare. I almost every morning I have oatmeal. My dad was like that's what he had every morning. And I've just been doing this for the last few weeks and I love it. And porridge is old. I love it. Okay. Next question. Coffee, black or with stuff? Black or with stuff? What are people loving with their coffee? Black or with stuff? I want to know, do you like your coffee black like me? Mine's always black, or with stuff. Now, frankly, I have to say, in the evening, you may be able to convince me to put something special in my coffee. But other than that, it's usually black. I'm seeing some with stuff. I love it. Oh, some black. All right. Some people joining me. All right. Some people joining me with stuff. Some people joining me black. This is good. I love it. Okay. Third question. Breakfast edition. This or that. Scramble or fried? Scrambled or fried? Scrambled or fried? Brian. What? What? No way. You are like one of the most bubbly people I know. Oh, Eduardo with stuff. All right. The Brazilians with stuff. I love it. So scrambled or fried, what is your way of having eggs? I mean, obviously there are many other ways, but if you had to choose this or that, which one would you choose? Fried, oh, some scrambled. I have to say, I'm kind of weird. I like them both, but if I had to pick, I think I would have them scrambled more often. Now you know a little bit more about me, don't you? You feel that much closer to me now. All right. Number 4. We're on number 4. Breakfast edition. This or that. Bacon or sausage. Now, I was joking with Aaron before the show, and I'm like, so, Aaron, I'm going to do this game with you, but I just wanted to know, like, do you have any dietary restrictions? Because I'm going to ask you some questions. And I said, bacon or sausage. And he's like, well, I'll be honest with you, neither. I'm a pescatarian, which is awesome, and I know we have some vegetarians online too, which is fantastic. Maybe you could do like the veggie sausage. Is it Ives? Like the veggie stuff. But bacon or sausage? Why not both? Brian, you speak my language, my friend. Yes. All right. Last question. This is important, right? This is important. Jam or marmalade? Jam or marmalade? Breakfast edition, jam or marmalade? Which one are you picking? And this one, don't say, oh, both. Go, I'm going to pick one. That's going to be my thing. So jam or marmalade? I'm loving this bacon. And bacon all the way. Oh, look at that. I love it. I love it. Lots for jam. Lots for jam. I would have trouble picking, but Jim, let's pray up some bacon. I love it. Too much sugar, Peg. Yeah, jam or marmalade. You know what? I have a friend who does this really cool jam recipe where she mashes up all the raspberries and then throws like chia seeds in it to naturally that's a technical term, right? And it acts like a gelatin. It kind of absorbs, and it's delicious. And it's, of course, just the natural fruits there. So you kind of have to eat it fast, but it's, oh man, it's so yummy. It's so yummy. All right, bonus question. And this is more for probably if you're Canadian, you will know of these things, but you may not eat them. But if you're English or Australian or maybe from New Zealand, you may eat these. So Marmite or Vegemite? Marmite or Vegemite? I should give a third answer. Neither. So Marmite or Vegemite? Jim, I have tried bacon marmalade. I love sweet and salty, so that is amazing. Marmite or Vegemite? My thing is we have Marmite. Yeah, neither. I'm seeing some neithers coming in. We have Marmite in the house all the time. So my wife loves Marmite. She's from England. Marmite's an English thing, I think, and she loves it. and just like butter on toast with some Marmite. And she has ruined my children because they also like it. Specifically, my youngest Dorothy, like that's her go-to. Like every morning, it's to try and pry that Marmite away from her. When I headed off to Australia, I got to try some Vegemite, and I liked it about as much as Marmite, which is not at all, really. But I have to say, if you ever want to try it, Marmite or Vegemite are really good if you're doing something like roast potatoes or something like that. Just a little dab, it just gives a nice little flavor because it's a bit salty, it's a bit yeasty. I don't like it on my bread, but I love it on like some roasted potatoes or something like that. Anyway, now thank you so much for playing our breakfast edition of This or That. And we'll be bringing another one in soon, another edition every week. And as I said, we'll bring Aaron back, I promise, because I was so looking forward to chatting with him, and I know we will. We'll get to hear some of those great tunes as well. But Jim, if you've never heard of Marmite, don't start now. You don't have to start now. It's okay. It's totally okay. All the best. Thank you so much. Again, if you want to find Aaron and find out some cool information, hit up aaronjensen.ca and you can see some of the cool work that he does. And of course, Countermeasure, countermeasuremusic.com, a great way to connect with a Toronto-based a cappella group that's taken the world by storm. They're doing fantastic work. And last, I'm Jordan Travis here with the Sing Festival. We are busy working hard and really looking forward to our festival this year. It is going to be virtual, but we also have plans for 2022 and beyond, which is fantastic. All the best on this Monday. I hope you have a really positive, this starts off your day on a positive footing, and we'll see you again next week on Java and Gab. Bye.
do 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 do